Key point. All of these opportunities, all of these experiences, they don't just affect you. They begin to affect the lives of the people around you, your immediate family, your friends, your community, even people you simply come into contact with. Because when one person begins changing their trajectory, the ripple effect spreads outward. And when we can begin by looking at something very close to home, like, for example, your parents, when they see their child building a life with purpose, a life with freedom, a life with direction, several things begin to happen for them. They feel pride. Pride in seeing what their child has accomplished. Validation that their sacrifices and support helped lead to that outcome. Excitement in watching their child live a life with autonomy and purpose. And something else begins to ease for them as well. Relief. Relief from financial worry. Parents often spend many years worrying about their children's future. But when they see their child stable, and not only stable, but thriving, that worry begins to fade, you could say. Sometimes adult children are even able to help their parents financially if needed, which can allow families to experience more freedom together. Freedom to travel, freedom to spend time together more often, freedom to enjoy life without financial stress dominating every decision. And the relationship itself begins to evolve. Key point. The role between parent and child begins to shift. Parents may begin respecting their child's judgment more. They may begin seeking their advice even. The relationship slowly moves from parent and child to two adults who respect one another. And through these conversations, parents may even begin to encounter new perspectives, ways of thinking that are new to them, ideas they may never have been exposed to before. Curiosity begins to grow. Conversations deepen, and something else begins to become possible. Key point. More meaningful family experiences, traveling together, sharing experiences, spending relaxed time with one another. Moments that aren't dominated by survival, stress, or financial pressure. And over time, something even bigger can happen. Your growth begins to influence them. Your new way of seeing the world begins to open new ways of seeing for them as well. And in some cases, it can even begin changing their life trajectory. Your transformation can give your parents new ways of thinking, new ways of seeing themselves, new ways of seeing the world, which can lead to their own growth, their own renewed sense of identity, and their own expanding influence in the world. Because transformation rarely stops with one person. When one life changes, many lives begin to change with it, and the ripple effect continues. Because the impact of this kind of transformation doesn't stop with your parents. It also shapes the lives of your children. Key point. When children grow up around someone who has done this kind of inner work, they develop a very different understanding of what life can be. Instead of growing up believing that life is something you simply endure, they grow up with a strong sense of possibility. They begin to believe, I can create my own path. They begin to understand that there are many ways to succeed in life. They learn that problems are solvable, that obstacles are something you work through, not something that traps you. And that mindset can create entrepreneurial thinking and confidence very early in life. It gives them a level of independence from systems of fear and control. They begin to see the world with curiosity instead of limitation. Key point. They also grow up experiencing something many people never receive: emotional safety. They feel supported. They feel heard. They feel valued. Things that your parents couldn't give to you and their parents couldn't give to them. And that which allows them to develop for your children confidence in who they are. Instead of hiding their emotions, they learn how to understand them. Instead of suppressing their identity, they learn how to express it. And that emotional foundation becomes one of the strongest advantages a person can have in life. Key point. They are also exposed to a wider world, different ideas, different cultures, different perspectives, which makes them more adaptable and more curious, more comfortable interacting with people from different backgrounds. They grow up confident exploring new ideas, new environments, new ways of thinking about themselves and the world. And that exposure opens doors, opportunities for education, opportunities for travel, opportunities to learn from mentors, exposure to interesting people, creative pursuits, athletics, different industries and fields of work. They begin to understand emotional health early in life. They develop a deep sense of self-awareness. They learn how to collaborate, how to lead, how to communicate, how to negotiate, how to work as part of a team. And key point, they develop a meaningful relationship with work and purpose. They build deeper friendships, healthier romantic relationships, and over time, they gain the ability to influence the world around them through their ideas, creativity, their leadership, through the way they live their lives. And when you look at the full picture, you begin to see something incredible. Your healing, your growth, your willingness to do the inner work doesn't just change your life. It changes the life trajectory of the next generation. And that impact can echo forward in ways you may never fully see. But the world will feel it. And this transformation doesn't stop with your parents. It doesn't stop with your children. It also transforms one of the most important relationships in your life, your spouse.